Welcome back, War Room fans. Okay, so this is going to be the last video on this discussion. This is my conclusion video. Just look at India here, because I want to get back to talking about the UK strategy sessions that I was getting set to do and move on to a different country. I think it's time for Germany next. So that's going to be a fun one. So I laid out, my ideas of what I think we can do to start trying to improve the combat a little bit. Trying to come up with a new way to get rid of some of the oddities of combat results, like mutual mass destruction and just weird things. So sometimes weird things come up just because, well, we have to remember, guys, we are playing a dice rolling game. And, the best laid plans always get destroyed by bad dice. You can go ask Moffett Field about that plan. Or that idea, I should say. Because I think he's like he's really good at rolling bad dice. At least this is what I've heard. So, let's talk about that some more, guys. Let's talk about what happens if we flip force advantage on its head. So in normal combats where no side has force advantage, blacks and whites don't count, and force advantage gives you blacks and whites. Let's talk about that. Do you think it's bad that by doing that you are going to reduce the amount of casualties that happen on the map? It's not going to be significant, but you will start noticing that less units start coming off the map in large numbers each turn. And I do think it promotes the power of who can manage their resources better by getting reinforcements into embattled territories quicker, will then definitely gain a decided tactical advantage for the upcoming turn for the next round of combat. I think that's an improvement in the combat system, and it's an improvement on the game as a whole from a tactical standpoint, a strategic level type thing, and will improve the game. So I want to hear what you guys think about that. And then I didn't talk about it because it's kind of like a standalone thing. But Bryce and I was over at his house this week. We didn't do a war room thing. I remember Moffett Field way back about a year ago, once the game started coming out. And I think something he brought up that Bryce and I are also going to try. Now, let's look out over here on our combat board, okay? So here's just our everyday combat board. Now remember how the board is set up is, it's by initiative order. Whoever is higher on the track sets up first. Whoever's lower sets up second. Bryce and I have been playing with the house rule that whoever's the defender always sets up last, regardless of initiative order. But I'm going to go back to Moffett Field's idea. We have 4 of these battle boards between me and Bryce. Everybody should have 2 with their initial set. Moffett Field's idea was these are set up in secret. There's no longer an initiative order to see who goes first on the board, who sets up second. Both sides in secret determine their stances and everything. These, air, naval on the other side. I think that will also really dramatically change the human choice side of the game. And it will reduce to a certain extent I have to set up first, so I set up my guys, and then I know what happens in our group. The other guy is setting up second, sits there for 5 minutes, calculating odds, looking at every possible permutation of destruction they can come up with. While I'm sitting over here fiddling my fingers, watching reruns of The Simpsons or something, I don't know. And then they finally go, okay, we're done. And I look at it and go, dude, that could have taken you like 10 seconds. Why did it take so long? If we set up in secret, it gets rid of that part of the game. but also it adds an extra layer of strategy. You're kind of second guessing, well, what do I think he's going to do? Is he going to turtle? Is he going all offensive? Is he going to do a mix? You know, so you just have to think about it, and off you go. So we're also going to try that. And we're just going to see how it goes. Because I think Moffett Field was right that setting them up in secret does change the tactics on this battle board a little bit. And I think, once again, that's for the better. So I'll, guys, give you some feedback on that when I do my global games. Letting you know which ones we're using, which optional rules we're going to try out. And one of the things that Bryce and I did discuss was, you know, not overloading the game with optional rules, because I don't think they're optional rules. What I look at it this way, guys. I look at it as we're kind of play testing here. We're trying different ideas, giving the guys in power that can actually change the game some ideas, and go, well, you know, hey, I caught Penn State's latest, you know, game, and they've been doing it that way, and looking at the results and hearing them talk about it, maybe that's something maybe we should try in one of our games and see if it does change up the game for the better or it doesn't change the game at all. So I'll be back, guys, with more videos. Get back to the strategy discussions. And hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, we'll have Global War Game 12. So talk to you guys later. Bye.